What's up, guys? John Burt III here, and we're back again for another video. And in today's video, we got a treat. We're going to talk about a reel that has been out for a little while. I've been seeing a lot of comments on Facebook and stuff, people posting pictures asking, what is this reel? Why haven't they heard about it? Why haven't Luz really talked much about this reel? And so I got my hands on one, and we're going to talk about it today. But before we jump into that video, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you'll be notified whenever a new video drops and hits the channel. But without further ado, we're going to give you a complete deep dive on this reel. And that reel is the Team Luz ISO Baitcast reel. So, what is the Team Luz ISO Baitcast reel? This is a reel, and here's another look at it. It's in my hand, not on the tabletop. But this reel here is a reel that you will only find at your local tackle shops. You won't find these at your Bass Pros. You won't find these at your tackle warehouses. These reels are what you would consider a dealer exclusive reel. So let's say, for example, Dick's Sporting Goods. Dick's Sporting Goods is the only store you can go to buy the Luz carbon fire reels, rods, the combos. That's the only place you can go buy the carbon fires. Also, at Bass Pro Shops, you can only buy the Luz Custom XPS. I think that's what it's called. I can't remember the exact name, but that's the only place you can go to buy that reel. So with these reels here, dealers, your smaller dealers and stuff like that are the only place you can go to actually find this reel. And it's actually pretty cool because this is a way of Luz offering a special product only for the dealers, just as well as like with the bigger retailers, they all have their own like combos, rods, reels, or whatever. This is for the smaller dealers and stuff like that. So this is a way that Luz is showing love to your smaller dealers, and it's actually pretty cool. It's a pretty cool program. But anyway, 7:5-to-1 gear ratio reel, and it brings in 30 inches of line per turn. One unique thing about this reel that, if I'm correct, and I know I am, now this is the only reel aside from the Super Duty that actually has a flipping switch, if you can see that right there. So flip it on, flip it off. What's the purpose of a flipping switch? Well, if you turn it on, when you press the thumb bar here, like you get ready to make a cast, look, the moment you take your finger off, it re-engages the reel. So let's see if I can get a close up so you can see that. You press it down like you're making a cast or making a pitch, you let it go and it engages the reel. And so this is a old school thing like your Danny Browers, because Danny Brower had a reel with Arden back in the day that had a flipping switch. So flipping switches were a thing back in the day. And so, of course, when you turn it off, it just operates like a traditional reel. You turn the handle to re-engage the reel. So it's a pretty cool reel to actually have. And so this reel also has the MCS magnetic braking system. And let me just show you. You have your 5 magnetic brakes right there, and again they go in and out and touch the side of the spool on there. So that's another, I mean, it's a standard feature on the reel. It's standard braking. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. And so this reel weighs 6.6 ounces. So in my opinion, a 6.6 ounce reel, anything 6.5 above, I think that's average, right? 6.5 to give or take 7.5 is your average weight reel. And so this is, in my opinion, this is just a do-all reel. This is reel. It holds 110 yards. And let me get the actual specific, and I don't really like going into details like that, like super details, but it holds 110 yards of 12-pound line. And so you're good with, I mean, you can do anything with it. You can throw a bladed jig, spinner bait, you can throw a buzz bait, hyper hunter, Texas rigs, flip. I don't crank on 7.5, but I throw a trap on 7.5. So you can throw a trap. What else you can do? I don't know, a jig. There's so many things you can do with this reel. And so in my opinion, this is just a do-all reel, but this reel is really slick. Like, it has that real shiny coating. And if you really look at it, if you ever get your hands on this, it has like the glitter flake in them, and it just kind of like a bass boat. So it's actually pretty neat. It feels really light in hand. Like, for it to be 6.6 ounces, and I feel like that's average. It actually feels a little bit lighter than that. And so again, this is just a great reel to actually pick up. But again, you won't find these at your bigger retailers. So I think a lot of guys tend to I guess there were a lot of guys were really wondering like, what is it? Why haven't I heard much about it? And it's again, it's more so for the dealer to be able to drive the customer to this reel to say, hey, we have this exclusive reel that you can only get from us. You won't find these at your big box stores. And so again, I think that's pretty cool that Lose and Rather Outdoors do programs like that with big retailers and your small dealers, because again, it's a way for the dealer to make money, it's a way for the dealer to have exclusive products, and it's also an opportunity for the dealers to know that Lose cares about them. They don't care just about your big box stores, your academies, your Bass Pros, Tackle Warehouses, companies like that. They care about the dealers. We care about all our customers. So that is why they came out with this reel. And one thing I just noticed, and I don't know if I ever really realized this, but if you, let's see if you can hear this. So Lose calls that your bite alert. Some guys call it your clicking drag. And you hear that a lot in the BFS world where your reels have click and drag. Another reel that has it is, I think it's the BB1 Pro. The BB1 Pro has it, and I think it's the Super Duty 300 or is it the Super Duty GX3? It might be both of them. But those reels also have that click and drag. Why would you even need a click and drag on a Baitcast reel? I don't know if it really matters in my opinion, but it's not like a spinning reel where you're like you expect that, but it's actually a pretty cool feature to be honest with you. And so like anytime I do that with the BB1 Pro, whatever, it's interesting. But again, Lose calls that your bite alert, and so you see a lot of guys, especially like, and I think this is more so in the salt world. But when you have those reels and they're dropping, I forget what they call it, doing a little drop thing or whatever. But you hearing that audible sound in certain cases is actually very helpful. And then like if you're cranking or you throwing something where like a move, I would say cranking. Let's say you're throwing like a Series 5 or 5XD, and when that fish starts digging, sometimes it's actually pretty good to hearing that audible sound is good to allow you to know that okay, this fish is actually pulling. Because sometimes we feel it with our thumb a little bit, but sometimes it's hard to tell. And so this actually lets you know that he's pulling drag and you got your drag, how much drag you got loose. Because of course, the more you loosen it, the easier it is. Of course, the more you tighten it up, the harder it's going to be. So this reel also has the auditable tension knob. So some guys like with the $99 speed spool, you don't get that, but I know a lot of guys actually like uh, the audible tension knob. I love it too. I think it's a feature that is very important because sometimes tuning the $99 speed spool, which is my favorite reel, one of my favorite reels, I should say, it's kind of hard to really tune it really that well because you don't know how far you've actually went and how far you've tightened it and how far you've loosened it. And so having that audible click like is definitely a good feature. And then right here, you actually have of course, your brake pedal, as I say. So you have your audible brake pedal. Of course, they are normally always all audible. And it goes up to 10, but you also have these individual settings and a half. So you basically got, let's call it 20 settings versus it being 10. And so anytime you break out a reel, you put your line on there, you hit your thumb pad, and you see how fast your bait drops. You adjust your gas pedal or that tensioner knob. You adjust it. So just where that bait just starts to fall, you set your brakes on 5, and then you make a cast, and then you adjust from there. Whether you give it a little bit more gas, take some gas away, add a little bit more brake. You got to figure out how to pretty much tune it. And maybe I'll do a video. If you want to see a video about how to tune a bait caster while you're on the water, no matter what the bait is, comment down below because maybe that might be something that we actually end up doing as well. But again, this is a do all reel. So if there's anybody that's actually looking for this reel, make sure you go check it out. Retail price on this reel, $139.99. That is a great price point, great value for this reel. So $139.99. Again, I think this is a reel that is very important to the dealers to be able to have special products for you guys that's walking in a tackle shop. So that's the Lose ISO Baitcaster. It is a simple reel. It's pretty cool. And for all you guys that love the Pro TIs, it looks very color pattern. It's actually a little bit darker than the Pro TI purple, but it's not that much darker. So for you guys that want a Pro TI, but you might not can afford the Pro TI, because the Pro TIs are, I mean, it's a $400 reel. It's pricey. These will match well. If you're a matchy guy, you like, I don't know if I buy that reel because it got purple and it doesn't match. You get a Pro TI rod. There you go. I think they're like $269 or something like that. So get your Pro TI rod and put this on there and you're good to go. So that's it on the Lose ISO Baitcaster. Definitely a great reel. It's a great bang for your buck reel. Love the knobs also. Knobs feel pretty good. And again, it's just a great reel that you can go out and do a lot with and get a bunch of them. And again, support your local dealers. Like we always go out, we go to Tackle Warehouse, we go to Bass Pro Shops, Cabela's, same thing. Your Sports Warehouse, your bigger stores, we always go out and buy from the stores, and we always will. But I love shopping at your local tackle shops. Whereas one little small bait tackle shop, it's probably about 35 minutes away from me. It's called C&B. It's in Ridgeway, and I like going in there. All the people that work in there, the guy, I forget what the guy name is that owns the shop, but him, his wife, his family, like they're super down to earth, really good people, and they have some very unique things in there. Of course, they carry a lot of catfish stuff. They carry your bass stuff. They have your brim stuff, and like I said, they have some very sneaky little things in there that I can go in there and pick up from time to time. Also, one of my other favorite stores that I probably go in maybe a few times a week is Palmetto State Armory, right here off Fernandina, off of St. Andrews. They have we know them to be a firearm company, but they also have a fishing store as well. And so I love going in there, chopping it up with all the guys that work in there and that used to work in there, and all the new guys that work in there now. So if you're ever in the Columbia area, you want to find a good, really good tackle shop, definitely go check out PSA. Go holler at AJ and some of the other guys that's in there as well. So again, the Lose ISO Baitcaster, $139.99. You're getting a great reel, and again, it's just a fun reel to fish with. It's cool looking, and again, like it has a lot of cool features at a very affordable price point that you can really get and that you actually benefit from. So if you want to get back to your old school roots like Danny Brower, and you turn on that flipping switch, flip your bait out there, let go, engage the reel, you good to go. Or you want to do it just like normal, you know, you ain't got to do that, but then audible, the bite alert or clicking drag, man, I love that. That's pretty cool. I love that feature on there. But again, that is the Lose ISO Baitcast reel. So make sure you go check them out. Go support your local dealers. I mean, again, they're there for you all to be able to go in there. You can build a relationship with your dealers and the guys and the staff that work in there. Always good to go in there, talk shop with those guys and find out what's going on the lakes and stuff like that. But anyway, that's it for today's video. So if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. Also hit that notification bell, as I said in the beginning of the video. That way you'll be notified whenever a new video hits the channel. I'm JB3. I got to get back to living a dream. I'll catch you later.